Hi, I'm Sharon Curran. I am a nurse and I'm a clinical assistant professor at Towson University, and I am a volunteer for the Ulman Cancer Fund. I first got involved with the Ulman Cancer Fund because I have a son who is a young adult cancer survivor. He's now 25, just had his 5-year anniversary, and I began doing some volunteer work with the Ulman Fund in 2005 and have stayed engaged ever since. I love the organization. We've put on a couple different programs for young adults with cancer. The latest is this YES program, Young Adults Embracing Survivorship, and we're looking for cancer fighters and survivors from all around the Baltimore metropolitan area to engage and hopefully get involved in some social activities, networking, support, and education through our programs and outings. And I'm happy to say it was a successful day.
Your connection to cancer.
Lisa Marshall. I am 29 years old. I have 3 young children, aged 5, 3, and 18 months, and I have acute myeloid leukemia, which was diagnosed this year on March 6th.
And tell us a little bit about what you are here doing today, and what did it mean to you?
My husband actually was the one that said, let's go do this young adult cancer seminar. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to see any other cancer people. And he was like, no, let's go. I think it'll be really, really good for us. And one of the topics he really wanted to go to was a seminar that was supporting the caregiver, which I have to admit, he is my #1 caregiver, but I take him for granted because he's my husband of almost 10 years. And he really does need the support, and I am really glad he came. I got to meet actually another woman that was around my age that has the same type of cancer, which when I was in the hospital, there were mostly 70 and 80-year-olds that had my cancer and were nothing like me.
I'm 23 years old. I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in August of 07. I started my treatment September of 07. I was done in December. I'm in remission right now. I'm doing really good, and I have a baby boy. He's 2 months old, and I'm currently not working, but I decided to go back to school. And just tell everybody out there to keep your faith up. I lost all my hair, but it grew back. I'm happy with everything. I feel great. I look great, and just be happy with whatever results you come out with. Don't be down about it.
Like, he almost made me cry a few times. Like, his stories really hit close to home. Like, financially, it is a huge burden, even with great insurance, to go through this and to not be working and having my main caregiver, who is our main source of income, basically being with me to do a lot of these treatments, not working also. But all in all, it was very cool. They had some cool door prizes with raffle tickets, but also a lot of information. I really did like the spirituality session at the end. Some people can take it as it is, but I believe that there was a reason this happened, and I'm just going with the flow and basically trying to live every day better than the next one, or the one before, basically, and the next one will be better and better and better.
So for the next YES program, if there's a young adult survivor that is contemplating whether they should attend, what do you have to say?
Even though, like, you're in your own little cancer bubble and you don't want to go, step out of it. I mean, you will learn so much. You'll meet people. I've exchanged 2 email addresses with 2 cool women that are survivors. One's a Hodgkin's survivor, and the other one is also a leukemia survivor. So, I mean, you just kind of reach out to other people, and I didn't have that before. So,
Young Adults Embracing Survivorship is about a group coming together, discussing their feelings and everything about being a cancer survivor and going through treatment. Last year I spoke about looking well and living good, and that was about losing your hair and keeping your faith and looking good, and different things you can do to keep yourself up and feeling great. This year I spoke about spirituality and keeping faith in your life, and I also spoke with the caregiver. As far as your mother, father, or your spouse taking care of you, they go through the same thing that you go through, and they can really help you out as far as going through treatment. They're really fun. You should definitely come. You have a lot of support from different ages, from different ethnic groups. You have a lot of fun. You get a lot of information about financial advisory, spirituality, looking good, caregiver, and you meet a lot of really good people. And you go home and you realize that you do have a lot of support rather than your family and friends. You have other survivors out there.